I'm Allison, and I'm going to talk to you about what to wear when you run outside in the winter. First, figure out if you're someone who runs a little hotter or a little colder. I've got friends who will run in shorts even when it's 25 degrees out, and I know people who want long sleeve and pants when it's in the 50s. Figure out what works for you. The key is to think about dressing in layers. If I'm running when it's in the 40s, I'm most likely going to still be in shorts and have just a basic long sleeve shirt on. Thinking about how much wind we have is always an issue in Indiana, so sometimes you might need to layer up. Even when it's in the upper 30s, I'll probably still be in shorts, but with a quarter zip, something that's going to keep my neck a little bit warmer. I may even throw in something like a hat or an earband if I need to. Once it's truly in the 30s, that's when I'm going to switch into something more like tights instead of shorts, but some of you guys I know will be in shorts year round. I'll also probably pull out a little bit of a thicker quarter zip and have a tank or short sleeve layer underneath it. Then I always wear an earband, and I get some cheap cotton gloves that I can throw away just in case I don't need them. Once it's in the 20s, then I'm really going to think about layering even more. I'm going to grab some tights that are probably fleece lined because that's going to be extra warm. I'm definitely going to go with a base layer, something that I know is going to keep me warm on the inside. And then one of my favorite things to do is to layer on a rain jacket. These are great because they add a little bit of extra weight, but not a lot. And then if it gets too warm, most of the time you can grab one of these, find a pocket, and then fold everything inside of it. So if you get too warm, it's not super inconvenient to just have to carry this as you run. When it's that cold, I'm also going to do some great gloves and probably swap into a much warmer hat. And finally, I am crazy enough to sometimes run when it is in the teens and maybe even single digits. If that's the case, I'm definitely wearing my fleece lined tights. I'm also going to do a short sleeve or maybe long sleeve underneath a really great base layer like this that has some wind paneling on it. So it's going to help cut the cold, and on the inside, it's even extra insulated. And then I'm also going to put on an even thicker jacket, something that's going to really help keep all of the heat inside of my body. Along with that, when it's extra cold, I'm probably going to also add on something like a buff. That's going to keep me extra warm. I'm going to have my great hat, so I'm ready to go. And then I will probably take my gloves and layer them with a pair of mittens so that my hands are really warm and then I'm really ready to go. That's my recommendations for cold weather running. You can probably do a lot more than you think. You've just got to have the right clothes.